A dark and twisted true story. I had just started my new job at Popeye's Chicken, and we had just launched our new chicken nuggets that everyone was talking about. It was 10 minutes till closing, and I was the last one left since I had to close up for the night. I was just about to lock the doors when a man walked in and walked up to the counter. 10 seconds later, another man walked in and stood beside him. I told them that we were about to close and were limited on food. Then I asked to take their order. "I want to order your new chicken nuggets, and I'll take a Dr. Pepper as well," said the first man with a smile. "I'll take the same," said the other man, as both of them placed their money on the counter. "Coming right up," I said as I went to the kitchen to prepare their meals. When I had returned to the front counter, I told them that I had bad news, that I only had enough chicken nuggets for one order. "Since I was the first, I should get the chicken nuggets," said the first man, his eyes hinting hunger. The second man looked at him and said, "Listen here, pal. I drove 2 hours just to get these goddamn chicken nuggets for my pregnant wife, and I'm not returning without them." I told the second guy that he would have to come back in the morning, but he just gave me the most bone-chilling stare, then said, "As I said, I'm not returning home without these chicken fucking nuggets. You got that, buddy?" Then he slowly reached into his jacket and pulled out his gun, then aimed it directly at my forehead. At that moment, I almost pissed my pants. Wait, are you really going to kill me over some chicken nuggets? It's not worth prison, is it? Have you ever had to go back home and face a pregnant wife and tell her that you couldn't bring back what she craved?" he said, narrowing his eyes. "Listen here, asshole," said the first man as he reached into his pocket and pulled out his gun and aimed it toward the head of the second man. "As I said, I was here first. Those damn chicken nuggets are mine. Do not mess with me. I ain't in the mood." I couldn't believe what was happening. There was about to be a murder over some goddamn chicken nuggets, so I pleaded with them, but to no avail. Then, all of a sudden, they both fired shots at one another as they fell to the floor, dead. I immediately called the cops, and they arrived 10 minutes later. I will never forget that night as long as I live. A dark and twisted true story. I had just got off of work and was headed home when I decided to stop by Popeye's Chicken since they had just launched their new chicken nuggets. They appeared so delicious on the commercials, so I couldn't resist. So I parked my car, got out, and walked inside. I walked up to the counter where the cashier was standing and told her I was ready to order, but she just stood there in a daze. Ma'am, did you hear me? I'm ready to order, I said. Oh, I'm sorry. I was a billion miles away. Welcome to Popeye's Chicken. May I take your order, sir? She said. So I told her that I would take their new chicken nuggets with fries and a large Pepsi. But once again, she just stood there silent. But this time, her eyes were darting back and forth from me to the back area. Ma'am? Ma'am, I said. Oh, I'm so sorry. A billion miles away again, she said nervously. Ma'am, are you all right? I asked. Yeah, she replied sheepishly as she finally took my order. Something was seriously wrong with this woman, and I couldn't put my finger on what it could be. She then gave me my food, and off I went. I was just about to walk out when all of a sudden I heard muffled screams coming from the kitchen area. What the hell was that? I said. She then looked at me strangely and said, Please, don't go back there. It's not safe. Obviously, this woman was hiding something or someone. I quickly ran toward the kitchen where the muffled screams grew louder when I noticed it was coming from the freezer that had boxes piled up in front of it. I shoved the boxes out of the way, then flung open the door, only to find the manager tied up and bleeding from a gash in his head. He told me that the woman was crazy, then begged me to untie him. So I did just that and led him to the back door, where I told him to make a run for it as I called the cops. Come to find out, the woman had plans to kill him for a good reason, she said. Her abusive husband had planned to kill her that night because he found out that she was leaving him after years of abuse. The husband was never found. Until this day, I feel guilty for letting him go that night. A dark and twisted true story. I had been working for Popeye's Chicken for over a year, and I was promoted to night manager. It was my first night on the job, and we had just launched our new line of chicken nuggets that everyone was talking about. There were only 2 of us working that night, me and the new guy. The clock read 10:02 p.m. when in walked a very large man approaching the counter. He looked like he was straight out of The Sopranos or something. Welcome to Popeye's Chicken. What can I get for you tonight? I said. I'll take 1 order of chicken nuggets over here, he said in a mafia tone. Coming right up, sir, I said as I told the new guy to prepare his order. 10 minutes later, his food was ready. So I picked up his tray and carried it over to him. But before I could reach the counter, I slipped and fell on my ass as the chicken nuggets scattered all over the floor. What the fuck? He said angrily. I'm so sorry, sir. I'll make more in a jiffy, I said.
You better make it snappy. I'm getting impatient over here,
he said as I ordered the new guy to make more. But the new guy came back with bad news. It was the last batch of chicken nuggets that fell on the floor, and I knew the customer would not be thrilled. So I walked back to the counter and said, I'm so sorry, sir, but those were the last chicken nuggets for the night, and we won't get another shipment in until the morning, I said regretfully.
Let me get this straight. You dropped my fucking chicken nuggets, and now you're telling me there ain't no more? You better get some more chicken fucking nuggets, or I'm gonna fill your face with bullet holes,
he said angrily. Then he pulled out a gun bigger than Jeff Bezos' bank account. I was 2 seconds away from pooping my pants, and I felt as if I was about to have a panic attack. I yelled for the new guy, but all I heard was the sounds of running, then the back door opening, then closing. This asshole left me there alone with the most scariest guy on the planet.
You got 3 seconds to get on that phone and order some more stinking chicken nuggets, or you're dead meat. You got that, son?
He said as I quickly grabbed the phone and dialed the store manager, who unfortunately didn't pick up. I'm so sorry, sir. He's not answering. What can I do to make this right? I cried. Then he started yelling at the top of his lungs, when all of a sudden he fell to the floor and he wasn't breathing. Due to all of the bad foods that he had eaten throughout the years, not to mention his anger issues, his blood pressure skyrocketed, giving the guy a heart attack. Usually, I never wish death upon anyone, but this man was more annoying than Logan and Jake Paul.
Give me some more fucking chicken nuggets over here.